Why quit trying to become rich? It's a question that one day crossed each and every one of our minds. Comfortable, even luxurious life wealth very often goes with such associations. But what is wealth? It is a relative concept which changes with time. Often, our needs and wants increase with our income. We move from an ordinary comfortable car to a more prestigious model, then to a yacht, and so on. It's a never-ending race, where we're always trying to reach a new level. This relentless pursuit of wealth is questioned. It pushes people to work harder and harder, sacrificing free time and social relationships. It can also generate stress and dissatisfaction. Even when reaching our financial goals, we usually set new and higher targets. It is also important to bear in mind that wealth is not only about material things. Inner wealth, human relationships, and good health complete your personal fulfillment. At the end, everyone is free to define one's own notion of wealth and choose a path accordingly. I do not share this view, to be sure. Of course, I respect all those who have succeeded financially, but it is just one side of success, not the only side. Carers are a good example. They save lives every day, bringing inestimable value to society, and are not always materially wealthy. It is this that sometimes bothers me about this frantic pursuit of material goods. The illusion that happiness is to be found in objects. Cars of luxury, plush homes, prestigious brands, all these may bring temporary satisfaction, but lasting happiness doesn't lie in possessions. It lies in experiences, relationships, and personal development. This is not to demean financial success, but rather to remind us that there are other forms of wealth equally, if not more, important. Ultimately, everyone has the right to define his or her version of success and pursue happiness where such is perceived. I wanted to tell you about a book that really inspired me. The Art of Victory by Philip Knight, founder of Nike. In this absorbing memoir, Knight describes the process of turning his love for sport into a worldwide business. Curiously enough, Knight never aimed at being rich. He just wanted to turn his passion into a business. And he succeeded. It shows that professional success can go hand in hand with personal fulfillment. I think many of us can identify with this quest. There are those who prefer an exciting profession, even if it's not very lucrative, to a well-paid but soulless job. After all, money is only a means to an end, not an end in itself. Of course, money is important to be able to live comfortably, but it does not necessarily guarantee happiness. What's important is how we build upon this money and how it can contribute to the greater good for ourselves and others around us. As Maslow's famous pyramid puts it, the basic needs of man are beyond the material aspect. The need for self-fulfillment is necessary to feeling fulfilled. And it is in the exercise of our passions and talents that we often find this sense of fulfillment. Why do most wealthy people contribute to charities? Simple, because often they have more than they need. Beyond this, there is another explanation. Pride of having made it and wanting to return to society. Setting up a business is like being on a long and bumpy road. Financial success is very important, but it's only part of the reward. The feeling of having accomplished something, of having left your mark, is far more gratifying. This is often referred to as self-actualization. Indeed, Abraham Maslow in his famous pyramid of needs placed self-actualization on top of the hierarchy. That is what gives meaning to our lives. However, this frantic search for riches becomes a vicious circle in which there will always be someone who is richer than you, and with whom you will never be satisfied. What is the right balance then? I believe it is possible to live well on a reasonable budget. If we add essential expenses of housing, food, and leisure, we can estimate that a certain amount a month can be sufficient for a decent quality of life. Let's face it, wealth as such is nothing. What really counts is what we do with the money at our disposal and how we put our talents at work to contribute towards a better world. That's where true wealth stems from. The satisfaction of having accomplished something, being useful, and maintaining the ties that link us with people around us. For example, eating organically is not an obligation, but can be chosen. Considering common expenses at home, such as shelter, food, and extra time, one could find living on a budget in reasonable comfort possible. I approximate that with exact amount euros a month you can have a very comfortable life. First of all, I want to differentiate between financial freedom and wealth. Financial freedom means getting your needs met without experiencing constant financial pressure. This is not exactly equivalent to great wealth. Tap water, for instance, is normally of very high quality, helps you save money, and takes care of your health. It's a small act that can make all the difference. In other words, happiness is not measured by the size of your bank account. It lies in the satisfaction of basic needs, in relationships with others, and in self-fulfillment. Happiness can be found in the little things. So learn to appreciate what you have and live in accordance with your values.